Seems fine, whatever. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Well,
Sorry, it's just fighting time to fight.
So we're calling it the Fighting Tide Podcast?
We just do
This all
Fighting Tide Cast. Fighting Tide Cast. That sounds pretty lit.
Okay.
Fighting Tide Cast.
Or the Tidecast? I feel like that's like a laundry thing, though.
Sponsor us.
No, but seriously, like, do you want to just call it the Tidecast?
Yeah, but back about Tide. What happened just now?
Yeah. Okay. So that's a pretty
Grade
good
A segue.
Yeah, that was fucking phenomenal, actually. So this is the Fighting Tide Podcast, otherwise known as the Tidecast, which reminds me of laundry. Speaking of which, Jason just reminded me. So my girlfriend went to work today at she came home from work at about 4. She put a load of laundry in the machine, which we have a public machine, it's kind of like a laundromat for the apartment complex. And didn't tell me about it. It's not a big deal. We usually don't, and we'll just remind each other later. But she just texted me about 20 minutes ago at 12 a.m. because she's doing an event for her work. And she reminded me to take the laundry out of the machine. It's in the dryer. So I'm like, okay. So me and Jason are setting up this podcast, and I go out there to check on it. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, it's not in the washers because they're all open. And she's like, okay, it's going to be in the first dryer. I'm like, all right. So I open up the thing, and there's nothing there. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she'd been like the first on the other side. So I go to the other side, to the last dryer, open it up, nothing in it. I'm like, okay. And so I'm texting her, I'm like, are you sure that you had the clothes in there? She's like, I know for sure. Like, I had my work shit in there. I had some other stuff. I'm just like, okay. So there's 2 other dryers, and I check one, and there's nothing in there. I'm just like, oh, by the grace of God, please let it be in this last one. Otherwise, Faith is going to be pissed.
At me.
Yeah, at me. And I open it up, and there's no clothes in there. So I am desperately digging around the laundry room, which is very small, so obviously it's not in there, but I'm just freaking out. I'm just like, God damn it, this is going to be a whole fucking thing. And so I text her, I'm like, there's nothing fucking in there. And then I get a call, I'm like, all right, this is not going to be good. And she's just like, no, but seriously, is it in there? I was like, nah, it ain't in there. And she's just like, okay, no, but seriously, is it in there? I'm like, nah. It's like somebody fucking jacked our laundry. And yeah, so pretty sure somebody jacked our laundry. Hopefully they just weren't paying attention and thought they forgot a load. And
What are they going to do, though?
Put it back in the laundry machine, hopefully.
Nah,
Maybe give it a second dry. Maybe a second wash. Don't know where the filthy asses have been.
Just thinking, like, someone has your socks just hanging up on the wall.
Dude.
No, like someone.
A whole load of laundry.
Someone here has, like, you and Faith on a picture of them on their wall, and they're just, like, getting as much clothes as possible and dressing you, and they're just staring at the body.
God.
I could just see that.
I could see
like
that
the Bionicle you had, but that's just you.
Yeah. So somebody in this apartment complex within probably 100 feet of me right now has my clothes in their fucking apartment, or some homeless guy or somebody took it. I don't think they'd be homeless though, because I don't think they can carry a whole fucking load of laundry. We pack that shit. It's like, it says not to pack it, we pack it anyway. There's a lot of clothes in there, dude. I don't know what to think about it. I'm just like, I'm not even pissed. I'm just like, wow, really?
This is why.
I know, for real.
You better not steal my transit shirt.
They might have, actually.
Motherfuckers.
They didn't steal the Alice in White shirt that I got Faith, though. I really like that shirt.
Okay, fuck you.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I bought it for her.
I mean,
I got more sentimental to it than her transit shirt that you got her.
Transit's rules.
Speaking of cool stuff, Jason, you're talking about getting a tattoo soon? You are an untattooed person, as I'm aware.
Yeah. Well, under my balls.
If you have a tattoo there, I want you to show me right now. No, being serious. You got a tattoo there or not?
Nah.
Okay. Tonight's actually been kind of interesting for us. Speaking of which, we'll come back to the tattoo thing. Jason, we were recording something.
It's on my Instagram if you want to go see it, though.
Yeah. What's your Instagram? Jason or Papa Duke, yeah?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So we were recording something, and Jason puts his fucking phone uncased.
No. Here's the whole thing.
Okay.
I put my keys on top of your dash, and my window was open, and you took a hard ass turn left, and I'm like, oh
Bitch,
shit!
I told you I was taking the turn. You knew.
my keys were falling out, and I tried to grab my keys, and I was holding the soda so they wouldn't tip over, and then I'm like, oh fuck, and
he has that phone in his hand. By the way,
iPhone 7 Plus. I just got it.
You
like
just got
2
it.
days ago.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, what am I gonna do?
Do I use my other hand that's holding the sodas and grab the keys?
Like,
and
no,
risk
no,
Taylor's
like
car getting covered in soda, or do I grab the brand new fucking iPhone 7 Plus and stick it near a window without a case?
Whoa. Okay, this is how I made the decision.
Okay.
This
Let us know how you made this decision.
All right. What would I do to make Taylor less pissed at me?
What do you think I am?
Should I
have no fury on Taylor's score.
Should I wreck his car with soda? Or
I prefer that over if you're okay. Tell the story and then we'll talk about it a little.
Well, I
more.
mean, you just took a hard left, and I just
and
I
what
almost,
did you do with the phone?
I dropped it, and
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell this part. Jason dropped his fucking phone, and he's like, "Oh no, my phone!" And I'm just like, "Jason, did you just drop your fucking phone out the window?" And he's laughing maniacally, but it's a nervous laugh. So it's like, "Oh fuck, this motherfucker just dropped his phone out of the window while we're driving down the goddamn road where it's at least 40 miles an hour." And so I'm just like, "Jason, did you drop your fucking phone?" And he's just laughing. And I was like, "Jason, please, did you drop your phone?" He's just like, I see him nod his head yes. I'm like, "Did you drop it out the window?" He busts up laughing. He can't do anything. He's just crying. Like his eyes are just watering so hard. And then I'm just like, "Jason, please, did you drop your phone?"
For the first second, I honestly thought I did. And then I felt it hit my knee. And I'm like, yeah. Fuck.
And so, and the phone is recording the whole time, so there's the audio. We can't clip it in right now because we're not really good with podcast stuff yet. But that shit's on his Instagram. You should check it out. It's hilarious. Jason or Papa Duke on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's the audio of when he drops it, and you can hear like the frightened laughter, nervousness of both of us. It's hilarious. That happened.
As soon as I dropped it, I felt my heart just crumble.
Like, if I would have seen that, I would have seen your life flash before my eyes.
I was like, no. No.
He was just like, "Oh no, my phone!
Oh no, my popcorn!
We are not chickens."
Yep. Professional, take a drink. All
yep,
right.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're supposed to be talking. I've been talking a lot. Anyway.
What am I supposed to talk about, Taylor?
Motherfucker, you're the one that said wing it.
Yeah, you're right.
So you're talking about getting a tattoo. You are an untattooed person. I have one little white girl tattoo on my chest. It's not even filled in yet because the person that did it actually doesn't live in town anymore. So I'm not driving to Washington to get this shitty ass tattoo filled in. I love it, but it's a white girl tattoo.
So backstory for us growing up, we played Halo a lot.
Yeah, we're only 20, so we were pretty young when the game came out, but
we were like 5. Actually, the game came out when we were like 3 or 4.
Yeah. And by the time we met each other, we were about 4 or 5. And
4, yeah.
When we met, but I mean when we started playing.
Yeah, when we started playing, it was like 5 or 5.5.
Yeah.
Just think of that. 5.5-year-old kids playing Halo in
I know, that's weird.
M-rated game.
I know. Like our parents were very irresponsible when it came to that shit.
I know, they're probably drinking.
They actually were. Okay, let's talk about that too after we talk about the Halo thing.
But all right, so we were growing up and we just always played Halo, and then our other friend Jordan, he moved in
down the street.
We live in a cul-de-sac, and
Jason and I are neighbors.
Next door neighbors.
Across, right there.
And one of the guy who we initiated him in.
Yeah, we initiated him in. I remember I was playing Doom 3. We had a garage sale going on.
I sold my bike there.
Yeah, I remember that. And then you bring this guy into my house. I'm like, "Oh, who's this?" And I didn't say who the fuck is this, but I thought about it. And he's just like, "Oh, he's Jordan." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then we all three were like the Three Musketeers. We pretended to make out with people when we were playing Red Dead Revolver and stuff, like outside.
That was so
Cowboys.
fun.
It's so good. Anyway, so we used to play Halo a lot. And we even had it hooked up on a projector in my living room at the time.
We had System Link. I remember that when your brother had an Xbox in the fucking living room.
Yeah, we used to System Link with it because Jason had an Xbox, I had an Xbox, and that was what we played.
Yeah.
So we used to play that a lot. And so Jason is now my roommate, and I am his roommate because we were in this place together now. And we decided to look up some like Covenant Forerunner type glyphs and get our initials tattooed on our wrists. So that's what we're thinking about doing.
But I want Jordan here before we do it, so we all
so all three of us can get it.
Because it's kind of like a group thing.
Yeah. So we're thinking about getting that done. Jason has it on a mug right here. I'm looking at it. It's pretty cool stuff. But anyway, I have a story to tell. I've heard this story more recently and in more detail from your dad and my parents.
Yeah, my dad always. Did you notice that? Like, we talk to him like. You sometimes talk to him, but like every time you come over or we see him, it's always oh my god, our parents, my dad, your mom. Your mom was a substitute teacher at the time, or like
she wasn't even a substitute. She was. So my mom was a teacher's aide. She when I first started going to kindergarten, she didn't have a job. She was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and then we moved over to here. So I got enrolled in my kindergarten, and I never went to preschool. And so she started being a teacher's aide, which is essentially like you go in for a couple hours out of the day and you help out with the classroom stuff, cut out shapes and whatever. You don't have to set up lesson plans or anything. But basically it worked out. That was back when kindergarten only had half days. So I would get out at noon 30, and she would get off at work at the same time. So she used to do that just so that it would make it easier. You get some extra cash, that kind of thing. And so me and her would be home at noon, and I assume your school is the same way. Jason.
No,
you got off at.
I got off at like 1:45.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like 7:45 to 1:45, and then
okay.
You'd have to walk home. So.
Oh yeah, because you took the bus too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was that, and then at the time, was your dad working at the time?
No.
Okay.
It was just my mom.
So just your mom was working, and my mom had just gotten that job. So she was off at noon. She's only working a couple hours a day. And then his dad wasn't working. And my dad and his dad had a couple of encounters. And then eventually they start talking, and they're just like, hey, do you want a drink? I guess they'd had a rough day or something at like noon.
It was a rough day at noon.
Yeah, I know.
You just woke up.
I know, seriously. And I guess they had some kind of rough day. They're just like, hey, do you want a drink? And so they got fucking hammered on, I think, tequila or something. And then they're just like, oh, shit. Jason's mom and my dad are going to be home. We should probably make us some food. My mom's like, okay, yeah. And so me and Jason are just fucking playing video games while his dad and my mom are fucking drunk. And they're making some steak or some shit for our parents, like for our other parents. When
I gotta be honest though, they made some dank ass food,
dude. I know, for being drunk.
It was a constant thing though. You gotta Monday through Friday, it was happening. They were
partying
alcoholics.
All the time.
Alcoholics.
I'm surprised.
Grade A parenting, though.
No, really, they raised this right, I think. But yeah, it's just a hilarious story. Jason, do you mind if I tell the story about how your dad and my dad first met?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so
I just found this.
I'm not going to say any names or anything, but essentially at the time, so we live right next to each other. Jason's dad had a garden in his backyard, and we have our tree. So my dad peeks over the fence, home improvement style. He's what's the guy's name?
Ned, I want to say.
No, it's not
Tom?
Ned.
Hold that thought. I need to know.
All right, look it up. Anyway, I'm gonna tell the story. So my dad hops up like the guy from Home Improvement, and Jason's dad is Tim the Toolman Taylor. And so he steps on. My dad's really short, so he steps on the side of the fence, and he's like, "Hey, neighbor!" And Jason's dad is tending to some plants, and what kind of plants those were marijuana plants. Marijuana. And so my father's just like, oh, well, see you later. See you later, D.
You totally said his name.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, see you later, Mick.
See you later, Mick. And so he hops over, and he's
and my dad just immediately starts ripping the plants out.
And he starts ripping them out, and he's just like, oh, shit, this guy just moved in.
What's going to happen?
And then, anyway, a couple weeks later, my dad ends up going to their house, and they have a beer or whatever. Probably a hard alcohol as well, knowing our parents. And he goes back, he's like, hey, where are your pot plants? And he's just like, oh, I wasn't sure if it was cool, so I ripped them out. He's like, oh, I don't give a shit. So that's how our parents met. Wilson. Yeah, okay. So my dad's Wilson, and his dad's Tim the Toolman Taylor in the situation. And that's pretty funny. So that's how their thing started.
You know, I never heard that story until he told us.
I didn't know it either. I didn't know it either.
I knew my parents like
they dabbled in the marijuana.
It's kind of legal right now. It's legal in California right now.
It's legal now. I mean,
But-
it doesn't matter. It's not like they're gonna get like
Yeah, I mean they have green cards anyway. So
yeah. Well, they're not gonna get retroactively arrested for doing marijuana in like 2000.
But like I knew they smoked it because like one time, actually, I knew my mom always did it.
Yeah.
Never knew my dad did it. Because he always was hide it or he would never do it in
front of you,
close to us, honestly.
Yeah.
Because and then when we moved to Redmond, away from you guys, like away in Oregon,
that's when I knew because your dad. There was one time where you came over and were playing Halo Reach with me, and then you left, and your dad came by to grab some shit or something. And like said hi to my parents, and he was just talking about weed. And I was like, "Oh, okay, Jason's dad's he dabbles in the marijuana."
marijuana. But yeah. So like every time we had, all right. So in our house, we had a our garage door was right next to our kitchen.
Yeah.
And so we would. My mom was always in there, so I would just like sneak up and just like wait, and then just immediately open the door real fast and open it and open it, and then she would just be like fumbling around with it. Like I'd be like, "Yeah,
like a teenager.
You smoking, huh?" And she'd be like, "No, nope." Quit hiding it, mom.
Well, and your dad smoked cigarettes back then too.
Oh, yeah, he's been smoking since like 30.
I was gonna say because my dad smoked then too, so that's another reason why they bonded as well because they'd probably
plus they were alcoholics, but yeah.
Alcoholics, smoke cigarettes, all the good stuff.
Yeah, your dad had a dope ass truck though. I
remember that.
Was it it was a Nissan?
It was a Nissan, yeah.
Dude,
it was a black Nissan.
that truck
had the jumper seats in the back, so that's why me and Jason thought it was so cool.
And remember, he had it was either your dad or my dad had the what the fuck is it called?
Little window in the back?
No, what the fuck is it called? I don't. The camper shell.
Oh yeah, my dad didn't have the camper shell.
It wasn't my dad's camper shell. But
but you had it there. Yeah.
We always played guns outside. You know, like
I remember,
and we would always climb in there and act like, oh shit.
Did you guys have an Xterra or something like that?
We had a Ford Ranger.
Oh, Ranger. Okay, but it had like it's this SUV kind of, right? At some point, anything with like a hatchback? Because I remember there was one time we were playing guns or whatever. I'm doing air quotes, and we opened up the back and there was like a flare in the back and we used it like dynamite. We pretended it was dynamite.
That was my dad's Land Rover.
Oh yeah. Okay, so we there's a lot of cars like between our families. Like we would always just cycle. We
always
had like shitty cars, so we'd always keep like recycling. Like we had the white Mazda. Did you ever ride in that?
No.
What about not the Beamer? We had a silver car too. I don't know if that was before you.
That was probably before.
Okay, well that was a 2-door, so it was.
I know you had
a car seat.
Yeah, I know you had a Jeep.
Yeah, the Cherokee. That thing sucked ass.
Yeah.
It was so shitty, but we loved it.
But Usher.
Oh, dude.
Usher and Vacaville.
Usher confessions, dude. I was at work the other day, and I hear somebody like playing some stuff. It's like a bunch of like R&B songs, and then I hear Burn. No, not Burn. I hear Burn come on. Or no, My Boo. I hear My Boo come on there. I'm like, oh, I know that song. You know, like I used to jam out to some fucking Usher. And they're just like, oh, nice. And then like they're going through the list, and then I hear Burn come on, and they look at me, and I look at them, and I'm just like, yeah, I know this song too. And they're like, I was waiting for you to pipe up about it. I was like, yeah. I guess it was like some videos like R&B songs only people or for R&B fans that listened in the 2000s will remember.
Yeah, like these R&B songs are 10 years old or 12 years old.
Yeah, or like and you still know the words to them or something like that.
I saw on Facebook. You know we never went.
What's that?
Legoland. You guys never took me.
I went. Well, we only went once when we were kids. The last time I went, I was in a wheelchair because I had my leg broken still. And that was just because my dad was in Carlsbad.
Could have still invited me, motherfucker.
We weren't even talking at that point. That was before I was dating Faith. It's like 3 years ago.
No, because I was I was
the first time I went. Yeah, but that wasn't.
Wait. You broke your leg in July or June of 2013?
No, I broke it at the beginning of the school year.
So 2012.
At the end is when I was able to walk on it. The first time I walked on it was actually at Legoland when I went there. That was the first time I walked on my leg again after I broke it. So
that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
So like it was after that.
Because I remember when I think it was right when I showed up, like the day of or the second day that I came back with my dad in July. I want to say July 1st.
Yeah, I remember because you drove over to my place and I was playing like Dead Rising or something.
Yeah, you were playing Dead Rising and like then switched over to Battlefield 3 or 4. One of those two.
It was 4.
And yeah, we're just like hanging out, and you had I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with your leg?" And you're like, "Oh, I broke it." I'm like, "Broke what?" And you're like, "Your femur." And like,
yeah, I cracked my fucking.
The hardest
femur.
bone to fucking break.
I know, and it was just like. It was such a fucking stupid thing too. I wasn't even around anybody except my mom, so it was just like it was literally her being like, "Don't do that," and I was like, "I'm gonna do it," and she's like, "All right, but whatever. Don't be bitching if you break something." And I was like, "Okay," and so I do it, and I fucking crack my femur, and she's like, "Get up," and I'm just like, "I'm trying, but it really fucking hurts," and I was just laughing because I was just like, I just fucked myself up, and I was like, "But seriously, I can't walk on it." She's like, "All right, whatever." And then my dad's like, "Quit being a pussy." And then he finds out that my leg's cracked and he felt so fucking bad because he's just like, "Knock it off. You can walk." And I was just like, I seriously can't go to school today. Like, I can't walk.
How did it feel?
It did not.
No. I was going to ask why. How did it feel to be in a wheelchair and you have to shit? So who helped you to the bathroom?
Nobody. I did it on my own.
How the fuck did...
I just hopped on one foot.
Oh, I guess you could do that. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing was... The first time I had to take a shower after I broke my leg, it hurt so bad I almost passed out in the shower.
Who helped you?
I grabbed a towel so my dick wasn't hanging out, and then my mom helped me out of the shower.
Okay, I thought that was weird.
And I took a shower in there. I was living with my parents at the time, so I took a shower in their bathroom where it had the thing at the top that I could hang on to.
Yeah.
But yeah, that really fucking hurt. The actually breaking the leg though, the femur did not hurt as bad as I thought. I almost had to get my hip and the top of my leg replaced though. So when it cracked, it cracked. It was a hairline fracture, or not hairline fracture. It was like a crack that went all the way through. It was all the way through my leg. My leg was separated, but the muscle was holding it together, right? So I had cracked it. It was completely separate. But since I hadn't stood on it hard enough, it was cracked like this. It was at an angle like diagonally. Like 45 degrees. If I had stepped on it, it would have shifted and severed all the blood vessels on the inside, and the top of my leg would have died. Like the bone would have died.
Fuck.
It wouldn't have had any like blood flow to it or anything like that. And same with my hip. And so I would have had to get the top of my leg replaced, and I would have had to get the hip replaced because the metal leg would have worn down the socket in my pelvis. So I would have had to get both of those things replaced, and instead I just have a fucking hunk of metal on my leg now.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it doesn't hurt, except it hurts when it gets cold, because like when metal gets cold, it's like that, but like inside my leg, it's weird.
That's fucked up. That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was okay. And the way I broke it is fucking stupid as shit. So I was outside of a building, and there's a small fence, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna hurdle this. Like I've hurdled the highest hurdle at school before, so I was like, I can obviously jump over this. I was wearing some slightly tight jeans, so I didn't anticipate for that. And I was jumping over it, and I didn't look at the other side. The other side went down about 2 feet more. So even though I jumped only about 2.5 feet over this fence, there was another 2.5 feet down there. So I dropped almost 5 feet on my leg on the corner of some concrete pathway. And then my head went into a bush, and one of the twigs went through my lip all the way. So when I went home, my mom and I had to get a safety pin and push the twig all the way through the other side.
Oh, fuck.
That was fucking crazy.
That's
dude.
nasty.
Yeah, it was.
You've broken how many bones in your body? Is that first?
It's the only one I've ever broken.
I've never broken a bone.
That's the only one. I've broken my nose and I've broken that. I
haven't broken anything, but like I've sprained my pinky so bad.
Did you like land on it or something?
Maybe it was just a... Did I say sprain, or did I just say like...
You said sprain.
Okay. Because like it hurt. I was playing... So in freshman year, we always played football, and we always just tackled because who gives a fuck? It's freshman year.
Sure.
And no one would stop us, so we just did it anyways. The fucking teachers aren't doing their shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, and so we would always play with a bunch of people, and
yeah,
I was always
like more than actual football.
A bunch
probably.
of people, like at least 30 on the field.
Okay.
And it's like, fuck, someone's getting clotheslined.
Somebody's gonna get fucked up. I have a story about that actually.
And
when you get done.
So we were playing football, and like I guess I was always the one who was like who could actually like catch the ball and run and then do all that shit.
You're good at catching. No, but seriously, you're a pretty good catch. Like we're playing softball tomorrow, actually.
Yeah, that's another thing.
We'll talk about that later.
So I was always the one that people would cover and do
sure. They
dirty.
would, like,
they would try to fuck me.
Yeah,
fuck me
because
hard.
you were you were a good player.
Yeah,
So
and,
they just tried to fuck you over.
one of the guys I fucking hated. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's an asshole. I still hate him.
Yeah,
He's a tool.
Yeah.
Drives a fucking Subaru WRX. Fucking.
Oh damn.
Everyone in
So,
Oregon.
but it's also a jealous hate. Because
Oh
of the
yeah,
car.
I hate him. He has a WRX, and it's a car I want. But he grabbed my finger. I can't really show anybody, but like
Yeah, he grabbed
he
your
grabbed
finger.
like this finger, and then this finger slipped, and he just ripped it.
Oh,
He ripped
God.
it, and it didn't hurt at the time until the next day.
Yeah.
And then,
Fuck.
I still get twitches.
I have
Whenever I pulled like I hurt so bad, and I was in band and I couldn't play.
Oh
with my
damn.
pinky because I was.
Yeah. So did you end up getting it checked out?
I had to get X-rays, but it wasn't broken.
Yeah.
But it was just
Just to make sure it wasn't broken.
horribly sprained.
Yeah.
Horribly. Because every time I would just be, oh god, I'm getting, oh fuck. Whenever I was bored, I would just go like this, and I could just hear it go.
Oh.
I'm like,
I used to have a neck problem like that. Anytime I moved my neck up and down until I went to the chiropractor, it would click really loud.
that's how it feels
Anytime
in
I
my
did that.
jaw.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But yeah, so similar story. I didn't really play football that much. We didn't really have that at my school, but there was a time we were doing there's after school stuff that would happen all the time. It was an event though, like a pie auction or something like that. And so we'd be hanging out. Well, we did that for a fundraiser.
A pie auction?
Yeah, everybody made
Random
pies
as
and eat
fuck.
auction. Okay, fuck off. But there was a big field, and all the kids that whose parents had made a pie or who had brought in a pie or whatever were hanging out because it was before the thing. So there's a bunch of us out there. There's probably like 20 of us, and we were playing football. But since we weren't allowed to tackle because there wasn't people watching, but we'd get in trouble there because it was like bullshit or whatever. We'd trip people.
Oh, that's even way better.
Yeah, I know. Well, they couldn't catch us with that. They'd be like, oh, they just tripped, whatever. So we would literally stick our legs out and like trip people. This guy, I never met him before in my life. He was definitely like an 8th grader at the time. I was probably in like 6th grade. We had like some weeds growing out, and I don't know if you've ever had the ones that are like kind of thick that almost look like a celery stalk kind of, but like really small. Anyway, we had those, and somebody had tripped him. And he fell, and he put his hand out to catch it, and one of those went into his hand. It was probably like a dime-sized hole in his hand. It was just bleeding. It's fucking crazy. And somebody has tripped him, and he's put it out, and it was just like, that was that. And we're just like, all right, we're done playing football.
Jeez. One time in second grade, to bring it on the old tripping.
Oh, yeah.
So we played.
Bitch was tripping?
We played. I went to Turtle Bay, and so we played. We were in different schools, by the way.
Yeah.
So we would play foot. We would try to play tackle football,
Yeah.
but the principal,
They'd be like, fuck off.
Mr. D.
Wait, was that Mr. Ditzler?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he was my principal for the first year I was there.
Oh, I wonder why.
And my brother was friends with his son.
Oh.
Like when they were at Enterprise.
That's weird.
Cool guy.
That's weird. Mr.
Yeah.
D though, he would always come out and like try.
I definitely shouldn't have said his name. I just realized that's what I was doing the whole time. That's okay, Mr. Ditz, whatever.
He's a teacher. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, public domain.
Yeah. He would always come out there and play football with us, and
Yeah.
because he wouldn't want us to get hurt, so
Yeah.
he would always be the quarterback and stuff.
Sure. Makes sense, good guy.
I was in second grade, so I didn't know how bad I could hurt someone. Oh my god, dude, I felt so bad for this. All right,
You
so
break his shins.
I don't remember his last name, which thank God. But there's my friend. We were best friends, probably. Well, not best friends as us, but
Because we were best friends.
yeah. School best friend.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like your best friend away from your best friend.
Yeah. So his name was Dalton, and he was a short guy. He was short, and I was always the big, tall guy. That I was always taller than you.
You're
and
always
Jordan.
taller than me.
And it's bigger, so use that as an advantage. And
I was always scrawny ass bitch.
Yeah,
Still
I
am.
tripped, right? And I'm running, and I tripped, and he's on the ground, and his arm is just like this, and I just fucking broke his arm.
You broke his
I
arm?
broke his arm.
Oh, shit.
Second grade. I was like, oh. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, oh, shit. I broke this guy's arm.
God.
I broke my friend's arm.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. I've never actually broken. I didn't know it. What like maybe I stepped on it, or I know I fell on it. I know I fell on it.
But maybe you like shin hit or something, or you might have.
No, he was probably like this. He was like that, and I just fucking.
Jason's has his arm like backwards, like it's.
So it's like
ground,
say like you're reaching for
up.
something, and then you just turn your arm.
Yeah, elbow up.
Yeah, elbow up, and I just fucking landed on it.
God damn, dude.
And I was like at least 100 pounds. I was a big guy. I was like 125.
God.
And then I just felt he always brought that up. Always. His sister used
kind of like how
you
choked on a corn dog. I bring that up a lot.
Fuck you.
Actually, wasn't very funny. It was very scary.
I thought I was gonna die.
I thought you were gonna die too, because you weren't saying it, like you weren't doing anything. You were just like, and my mom was like, "Are you joking?" And you're just like sitting there. And she's like, "Are you joking?"
I was like this.
You didn't want to get in trouble.
Oh, I know. Fuck no.
Yeah, well,
I'd rather die than get in trouble with your mom. She scared the fuck out of me.
Dude, I know.
Your dad always scared me, dude.
My dad always scared me too.
Like, I don't know, like, whenever you had your other friends over from school, like
Jerry.
Jerry and Hunter.
Yeah.
You were never actual friends. I mean, you were, but, like, his parents most likely.
Yeah. These are made-up names, by the way.
Yeah. What?
These made-up names, by the way.
Yeah. It's made up names. So you would always like, hey, remember you used to play Guitar Hero and shit? Like I would always bring it over and stuff.
Yeah.
He that one time when he was over,
Hunter actually had it, and he's the one that brought it over.
Well, I had a piece.
You had it too. Yeah.
I brought a guitar.
Yeah.
And one of those times, I just got fucking pissed at.
They were both people that were very easy to be pissed at.
Yeah. Just I don't know. Hunter was just always something else, you know. He's not a bad guy. Just like.
Well, he put a knife to my throat one time.
Well, he's a bad guy. I always got pissed off because he was always like trying to be better friends than with me and stuff like that, and that would just piss me off. And this was after Jordan left, so he was.
Oh yeah.
He left like fucking 2000. I want to say 6 because
I remember when he left because I went home and I was upset, but I played Far Cry Instinct's Predator.
And he stole your game, right?
That was a long time ago. I don't know if he actually stole it.
He didn't. I don't.
He says that he didn't. I don't think he did, but like I found it at his house.
It was his brother, Taylor, his other brother.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's just what was I even talking about? So like Hunter always like pissed me off, so I just left, and then your dad's like told me like to be a man or some shit like that.
My dad wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that exactly, but yeah, I get what you mean. He's probably
he'd be
just
like quit
pussy dicking around.
Yeah, or like he'd be one of the things like this was right before we left, like the day, like the week of we left. We were playing some single player game, and I was just like, "Is it my turn yet?" And your dad said something, and I was just like, "Okay, I'm gonna just leave." And that was the last time I saw you. Last time.
Damn. I don't remember it leaving like that.
Well,
my dad, my parents always used to bitch at me because I wouldn't let you have enough turns.
Yeah,
they were playing both fields, dude. They were getting pissed at me for asking.
Dude, fuck you guys, man. I know you're gonna listen to this shit. We turn on you now.
Yeah, I know, dude. Like the time. Okay, so my dad hooked me up with some shit for a computer, and so me and Jason were going over to pick it up. This is a couple months ago. And we went over there, and we had just gone grocery shopping for Jason.
So I had milk, and I went grocery shopping for my dad.
We had milk and like some chimichangas and shit in the car.
Frozen food and milk.
And milk. The milk is the big deal.
We had milk.
So we're just like, all right, we're gonna make it quick. We're gonna just pop in and grab it because like he wasn't expecting me to come by to grab it anyway. And I was just like, hey, can we do it? And he's like, yeah. And so we come by, and we're talking with my parents, and I was just like, all right, well, we have milk in the car, so we're going to get going. And my dad starts guilt-tripping me about leaving and shit, and then my mom looks at him and looks at me, totally throws him under the bus. And she's just like, man, you were just telling me how you wish that they would just come by and pick it up because you didn't want to have a long conversation. You didn't want to go to bed late and shit. And he's just like, why you got to be out at me like that? Then he's just like, okay, get the fuck out then.
Just like goes to the living room, grabs it. It's like, all right, bye.
Like, here the fuck it is. Bye. That's so funny, dude.
Oh, fuck. Your parents are awesome.
They're pretty good. I like them. They raised us right.
My parents suck.
I like your parents. They're very nice to me. I never had to live
you?
with them. Well, yeah, I mean.
Did your parents ever hit you?
No. Me and my dad had that conversation though. We always said we were never physical. My dad yelled at me a lot, which probably hurt me more than physical because I'm a very emotional person. I cry a lot.
I used to be so sensitive. I used to I was a mama's boy.
I was for sure. I was too.
Always cried when I was not with my mom in like my
that's why I wouldn't stay at your houses because I'd like to stay with my parents when I was young.
That's why.
Yeah, because I was homesick.
Is that why I wanted to leave my house so much? Because I hated my family.
Because you were homesick for your real home. Anyway. What were we talking about?
I have no idea.
We were talking about Mama's Boy, my dad. Oh, no. We had that conversation about hitting. Though.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of early on. We were both talking because I was just like, my dad said something about hitting. I was like, Dad, if you ever hit me, I swear to God, I will not talk to you ever again. Like, that is where I draw the line. Like, we are adults. We can talk about this. And I was pretty young, but I was just like, Dad, I swear to God, if you ever hit me, I'm not going to talk to you. And he's like, all right, how about this? We each get one. Like, what do you mean? He's like, at some point in life, I get to hit you once in your face that you can do nothing about but you also have a hit. And if you choose to hit me back, that's fine. But we leave it at that. We get one each. No repercussions. I'm like, that's fair. We haven't used him yet.
You haven't?
No. So I'm
you gotta sneak up and hit him in the face. You gotta do it.
Well, I'm waiting, and I'm gonna do it on his deathbed.
That's fucked up.
I'm just gonna be like, Dad, come here. He's gonna be like, yes, son.
You're gonna be the reason why he dies.
Whatever.
Like he's already on his.
He knew the consequences when we made the blood pact.
No. I just see him on the deathbed, just like I'm just like there with like a Bible or some shit, and like a tuxedo, just holding it, and
try not to cry.
Yeah, I just see you like he's like final breath.
Yeah.
And you're just like, well, if anyone's gonna take it, that's me. And you just fucking deck him in the nose, and he just dies.
Like I just look up and like, not you, God, not you. And I look down and I'm like, Dad, I'm sorry for this, but we always agreed. You hit me once, I chose not to hit you. But guess what, motherfucker? Deck him in his fucking dead head.
Fuck, dude.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I'm not with him. He forced me to live here.
I stand by my decision. Oh man, dude, Siege, so fucking fun. I've been having a really good time with it. I know you said you weren't in the mood today, but then you asked me to play again, so I feel like you're in the mood.
You know what's like? It's just like it's fun to get yourself into shitty situations in that game because I always just scream like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!"
We were yelling so loud.
Oh fuck,
earlier. Dude, that was so good though. I have a clip on my gamer tag that's Grim Waker on Xbox, FYI. But I have a video on my thing right now. I haven't checked it out since it uploaded, but what happened was I killed some guy. I was like, oh shit, I need to reload. So I go and I'm like, oh, there's smoke right around the corner. And I'm like, well, fuck, I'm going to try to kill him. I had 2 bullets left in my fucking gun because I guess I didn't finish the reload animation. And I go up, I shoot him twice, and I see him pull out a C4 or a nitro cell. He throws it at me, and he's like really far away. So I thought it was going to clip the staircase and I was just going to take some damage. But it was an inch from the ground. It cleared the staircase, went right in my face, and he detonates it, and I fucking die. It was fucking hilarious. I really want to show you, but I don't have the Xbox app on my phone, and you just got a new phone. But that's fucking hilarious. Another thing was like me and Jason were playing earlier, and I was looking through this really long sight line because I was like, damn, they're like fucking come through the windows. And I see somebody, they're hanging upside down. I'm like, is that a guy? And I just see him moving, and then I see the laser come up, and I'm just like, oh, that's a guy. And I just go, and just fucking hit him, kill him instantly, a headshot while they're hanging upside down. It's so good.
That game is fun.
It gives us a lot of like really good moments, like really cinematic shit.
Oh god, if I had fucking Elgato.
I know.
If I wasn't a broke ass bitch right now.
If my computer didn't suck. Thanks, Dad, for the computer, but like I gotta get some new shit.
Larry, you suck.
Nah. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, my dad has given us a lot of shit for our recording.
Giving you a lot of shit.
You're using one of the fucking monitors you brought over right now, dickwad.
Giving you a lot of shit.
Yeah, okay.
I took one of the shits.
Yeah.
But
you want to rephrase that?
I took some of his shits.
Still sounds weird, but it doesn't matter. Anyway.
I shit on one of his took.
All right. Sounds good.
We've been going at it for like 42 minutes, bro.
No, and it's been pretty good, I think. I don't know.
Segways.
So Jason showed me like an asshole. He showed me what is that called? Ironforge PC.
Yeah.
It's PC website. Yeah. So you can build your dream PC on there, and it'll be like, oh, it's this much.
Well, Jordan got it from. He got his own PC from there. Our friend.
You're telling me that he can. You can. What is it called? Like make payments on it.
Yeah, like if you buy a. I was just like
I was looking at it, and
you
it's
can
like
buy
with good credit.
laptops or
Gaming
desktops.
PCs.
Yeah,
You can build the whole thing.
If I were to get it, because I have a decent one. It's not the best, but like I have a
Your
good
computer's
one.
pretty good. Like
I would totally get a laptop just so I can take
sure,
places.
yeah.
Just so I can like record.
How much
stuff.
RAM do you have in this thing? 16?
Yeah.
DDR3? Yeah, it's DDR3
Yeah.
for sure.
And I have a terabyte or 2 terabytes
memory.
hard drive. Yeah.
And you said you had an 8-core processor?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
The only thing I hate is just the graphics. I hate that.
You can have my other graphics card when I get that thing on Iron Forge, because I have to get it because you're a piece of shit and you showed it to me. It's like $1,400, but I have to.
Whoa. So do what Jordan did.
I don't have any credit, bro.
He doesn't have. His mom has shitty credit anyways. He just.
Oh, you got a cosigner for like his mom or some shit?
Well, he uses his mom's credit, but he lives with her, so it's like.
Oh yes.
You
it's
don't
not
pay
weird.
this. I'm gonna fucking kick
Yeah,
you
well,
out.
I need to build more credit than what I have from
Well,
paying this fucking apartment.
All I'm saying is like, she doesn't have good, like, that's what he told me. He's like,
Yeah.
she had like less than $5.99.
Well, yeah, and I was looking at it because it tells you what you get, like depending on your
it's
credit
like
store.
you put a down payment of like $150, and they send it to you anyways.
Yeah,
and then you
make
start
payments on
paying
it.
payments. It's
Yeah.
like where the fuck was that when I was gonna get a fucking PC?
It was there. We just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
fuck you,
I
Jordan.
found my shit. It's gonna be like $1,400. I think I might just drop the extra money and get like a whole new hard drive. I have 3 terabytes right now, but like, I just want to get new shit in there. I don't want to have to deal with scrubbing my other shit, all that kind of stuff. But since Jason's an asshole and he showed that to me, that's all I've been thinking about is just getting that fucking computer. But like, I'm poor as fuck, so
we're
I can't.
poor as fuck.
Yeah, we're both poor as fuck.
Back to the first thing we said: no bank, no check, fucking no money. Go again.
Anyway, you want to try that again?
Nah.
Yeah,
it
I don't
wastes
want you
too
to
much
try it
time.
again either.
Yeah,
It's gonna waste too much time. I'm just kidding. But luckily we were able to get some of this stuff. Jason is actually pretty much the sole reason I've ever been able to make a video. He's given me basically everything. He gave me my Elgato. He gave me the better Elgato when when he got the new one, and then we switched back, and then the other one stopped working.
No, wait, no. I got the first Elgato from the people I used to live with in Oregon.
Yeah, you got it from somebody.
Yeah, and then because I traded him with my HD PVR.
Yeah.
Which actually, the only thing that was bad about the HD PVR 2 was you couldn't do live comms. You'd always have to record it and then put your commentary
Yeah,
on.
and put your commentary.
And I
which
never
kinda
liked
sucks.
that because I wanted to make like actual live.
Yeah,
live
you want to make
commentaries.
if you want to make a let's play, then you can do that. If other than having to be like
Yeah.
oh, remember this? Yeah, it's not as good.
Yeah, so I traded that, and then I started using Elgato, and then I'm like, fuck it, and I bought a new one, and I gave you that old one,
Yeah.
and then I got a,
You said I think.
and
you
then
just-
I didn't even use it afterwards because I didn't.
Yeah,
have a
and
good- I didn't
that's
have
why
a-
you gave it to
I didn't
me.
have a good enough computer because the computer broke. The laptop.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
then I'm
why.
like, fuck it, I don't have it anymore, so you can use it.
And then you got
have
this
it-
gaming PC, and you're just like, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah, and then I
and-
just grabbed the other one, and then the other one just crapped on me. and so I
Yeah,
was
the other
like,
one took a
fuck.
shit.
And then I gave you what else?
You gave me the webcam.
Give you the webcam. I give you a microphone. The old Snowball.
Yeah, you gave me the old Snowball, and then I bought the Yeti, and then you bought the new one, the other Snowball,
Yeah.
and we used that all together. And what else do we do?
I know you gave me more stuff.
You gave me the keyboard as well, the one that you're using right now, and we switched
Whoa.
that again.
Yeah.
And
You give me
That-
you give me your TV though.
yeah, it's true. Oh, and I gave you that other monitor, but like I mean, it evens out at some point. That we're not gonna nickel and dime each other. Like we've. No, I'm gonna nickel and dime you. Like you owe me money. I'm just kidding. No, like
Pay me or
honestly,
get the fuck out.
yeah.
I
Like,
already pay rent, Dad.
yeah, you can go anyway. No, we've given each other a lot of stuff over the years, like good shit. So it's not a big deal, but like I appreciate that because without that, like that's something I always wanted to do. I never thought it was like a possible thing. I thought
Yeah,
it was
because
so
like
expensive.
before, I remember I stopped hanging out with you during school because I didn't have a car to get down
Yeah.
to get up to Reading because I lived in Cottonwood and I was like 15, 20
yeah,
minutes
we hung
away.
out a couple times at most.
Yeah, like because we never I never could actually because my dad had to get to work anyways.
Yeah,
like, early
you
in
had to
the
share a
morning.
car.
Yeah, and so every once in a while, and then during that time, I was actually making videos with my friend in Oregon, and you had no idea.
Yeah, I
And
didn't know.
and you actually brought up the idea. He's like, I'm like, yeah, so I'm just thinking about what like a videos or something. And you're like, we were watching YouTube or something on your bed
Probably,
with
yeah,
Norman
probably
or something.
some
or
Rooster Teeth or
I don't
some
know.
shit.
And I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I actually. You're like, you talked about like actually making videos, and I'm like, oh, I actually do that. And you're like, wait, what? And you're like, Yeah, I'm like,
It was
I always
just,
want to do that.
it was crazy to me. I didn't think that it was something that like you could just get into.
Oh, you could easily just figure the
it's
fucking
cheap
shit
as
out.
fuck, honestly.
My
Like,
dad actually bought my first shit.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like,
He-
we
he,
had all
like-
that stuff.
I was like, Dad, I want to make videos. He's like, well, can you make money from it? I'm like, well, I mean, if I'm good enough. And he's like, are you getting it good enough? I'm like, probably not. He's like, all right. And he's like, pick up the shit. I'm like,
Give it a shot.
thick.
That's really
Oh,
cool. though.
shit. There's I got the HDPVR2, and then I got that snowball.
Yep. Jason, but without Jason, I would not be like anywhere along with this.
I mean, I
At some
pushed
point,
you.
I probably would
I
have.
pushed you to do it.
Yeah, you absolutely did. Well, you gave me the shit. Like that's the biggest part. Like
I just fucking slapped your
And
ass and
then-
said, go get it, dude.
that's true. And I mean, we're not like going crazy, but like we both had over 100 view videos. I had one of my Resident Evil guides reach 3,000. Excuse me.
I mean, my max
like-
is like 200, 230.
Yeah, a couple hundred, but that's still like over 100 is like a milestone.
Yeah.
After that, it's like 1,000. And
It's just crazy. Like,
like
that's
I just never thought that. Like I know it's not like crazy popular, but that's crazy popular for me. I never thought that I would get anywhere. I didn't even think I was going to get to 100 ever.
yeah, it's.
I mean, we don't
it's
hit
weird,
that
it's weird to
consistently.
think
but
about. Like, how does people like just like randomly find your videos? It's just.
yeah, I know. Well, the only reason why my Resident Evil video is so popular is the first or second guide for that shit. Like Resident Evil 7 came out, and I don't know if you remember, but I was on that shit all the time. I beat
Yeah,
that
you
game.
would. I would have to force you to come outside and get some food.
I beat the game twice in one day just so I could get these guides done and like get all the achievements for it. So like one of my videos, it was a strategy, not necessarily like a walkthrough or anything like that. But it was me and Faith. I was just like, hey, I just finally got all the footage for this. I got all the B-rolls and like all that shit. Made the script.
The
I was like,
cutaways, yeah.
yeah, and I was like, hey, do you want to record this with me? And she's like, yeah, sure. And so it actually took us a while because she's not used to being on the microphone or anything and like reading from the script. So we had to get like the voice inflection right. But
Yeah, it felt honestly it felt kind of like.
we were just doing it for fun. I wasn't
Yeah,
trying
I know.
to. Yeah.
I just like when I first like heard it, I was like, oh, she's like, 'cause I could totally tell when someone's like reading off a script.
Yeah.
That's why like when people have like note cards or like obviously they have them when they're doing like Oscars, you know, like
Yeah.
you could totally tell.
Yeah, no,
they're
you're
reading
right. You're
some
right.
what is it called? What's the thing called?
Like it's a projector, but it's called a
Telemarker.
televisor.
Something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I just like you could-
Telemotor?
I think so.
I don't know.
I think that's what I just said though.
I think it is. Yeah, that is what you said.
Whatever.
I think that's what it is.
But it's like you could totally tell when someone's doing it because like I remember my first video in Advanced Warfare came out. I was like I rebranded. I always rebrand. It's fucking annoying.
That's the only reason why you don't have more video or like more views than I do.
It's just I'm
You
so.
gotta find something that sticks, bro.
I wish I didn't have a shit last name. That's a joke. You don't know it because I'm not gonna say my last name.
It's probably a good idea. We'll save that for like a reveal video.
Yeah,
Just
but,
kidding, I'm not gonna do that.
But just like when I high school, they always used to call me by my last name, and then I could just internet's gonna fucking
Yeah, that's actually the reason
spit
why.
roast me so hard.
That's the reason why my name is Taylor. My mom wanted to name me Harrison, which I like that name as well. But she didn't want me to get called Harry in high school because she's like, I know kids are assholes, so that's why my middle name is Harrison, like Harrison Ford, because they thought he was handsome.
Don't wink at me.
I'll wink at you as many times as I want.
I like.
But yeah, it's just really crazy to think about that. Like, I mean, it's far for us as far as like YouTube's concerned. We're a grain of sand.
Yeah,
in
we're
a
like
vast
a
ocean.
speck of dust.
Yeah, a speck of dust, and like, but
There's a lot of videos
and
and
some
a
of
lot
them are
of
really good that
accounts.
don't have any views. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But
it's weird.
yeah, but like with that Resident Evil thing, I had made the footage, I made the script, and I was like, hey, I want to do a video on this. I haven't seen a video out there, and I think that it'd be cool for people to know. And I was like, do you want to record it with me? And she's like, yeah. And so we went to that corner right here when this is our game room, and I was like, all right, let's sit down and do this. And it took us about an hour to get through the script, and I edited it in. So that was my video. It reached like 2,500 views in its prime, and then since then it's gained like 600 or something. But it's crazy, and it's just like it seems like my guide videos are the only ones that do well.
Well, people like live achievements.
Yeah, exactly, and that's
well,
like,
I can't lie. I always used to like.
we
As
did
soon
that
as
for
it-
the Halo Skulls.
Yeah,
Halo
as
5.
soon as the game came out, or I was like, yo, achievements, because gamer score is everything.
True, it still is.
Yeah. That guy fucking hit 1 million or something.
It's so fucking
he's
good.
killing
There are
it.
these two guys who were racing to get 1 million. I remember there was the interview in Game Informer a while ago.
He's killing it.
For real.
Really. But yeah, so it would just like, I would always go on, I didn't really know YouTube at the time because it was like, it was before 2005.
Yeah, it was back then, like, because I watched YouTube a little bit in, like, when it first started. I wasn't really big into it because I was young, but, like, I watched, like, some Shane Dawson shit, like, when it was first out.
He's
and even
honestly
before that.
hilarious.
He's pretty funny, but, like, I watched his, like, original shit. Like, I watched that, and I actually stumbled across Red vs. Blue when I was really young as well.
You show me that.
Yeah, I did. And my brother also used to watch that. And then I ended up, my friend Austin, I went over to his house and I stayed the night because I was like the only place I'd stay the night at.
Dick.
It was after he left. But, no, it wasn't after that. No, it was like the only place I stayed the night at. And that's what we would watch. We stayed up until 4 a.m. every single night for Friday and Saturday for like probably like 5 weeks in a row. And we would just watch Red vs. Blue. We binge watched it all the way up until it was before Halo 3. So that was a while ago.
Dude, Halo 3, man. That shit.
So good.
Before I moved, or it was like, it was during when I was like, I left and I came back.
I actually have a story about when Halo 3 came out. You were there, I think, right?
When your Xbox broke?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I just want so like we would always play multi-team, and we would always base on the color if we would win, you know?
Yeah, because
like,
red team always wins.
Red team, we're gonna win, or blue team, we're gonna fucking lose.
And it happened.
And fuck, dude, what's the map called? The bridge?
Narrows.
Yeah, it's like you can go under the bridge.
Yeah, it's just
the brute
it's the
shot
biggest
and
bridge.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
it's Narrows.
We would always play that, and we would play multi-team, and they had game modes, and I guess one of the game modes had a bunch of sticky grenades. Like,
yeah,
it was only sticky grenades and pistols.
Yeah,
we would piss them. I remember that's when microphones were like
yeah, when people
had.
actually went on Xbox. Like, I had Xbox friends back then, like, just from people, like, not that people that helped me out in Dark Souls or whatever. It was just like people that we would talk to. Like, I remember
we would always fight over the microphone.
Yeah, we did, because we only had the one.
But like, we would always like, all right,
guess
so
could only- it
one of the
couldn't
times, we always like pissed them off so much because we would always just, oh god, it's just vividly in my memory that we'd like we would just murder people with the grenades and they would get pissed.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I remember I had Xbox Live on the original Xbox, actually. I don't know if you remember that. We used to play Halo 2 a lot.
Fusion Frenzy.
And that game was so good.
It is. The spiral one, we had to walk up.
That's the best one. Because you had to like duck or jump. But anyway, I remember that was when it was cool to be a kid on Xbox. Because like we said, we were 3 when Halo 1 came out. We were playing Halo 2 online. And
we were cool.
And my parents would let me play they would watch to make sure I didn't say the address or anything like that. But like they'd be like, "Yo, chaotic," because my Xbox Live gamer tag was Chaotic Chaos with my dad. Which, funny story about that. My family really likes monkeys. I don't know what the fuck it is, but my dad based his gamer tag off of a fighting game called Primal Rage. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It was in the skating rink arcade cabinet. It had one of those. And you played as like dinosaurs, and one of them was like a King Kong motherfucker, and his name was Chaos. And my dad was like, "Hey, it's a monkey." So his Xbox Live gamer tag was Chaotic Chaos 7 or some shit. Actually, at the time, it was just Chaotic Chaos. And so they'd be like, "Oh, yo, Chaotic, what's up?" And I'd get on the mic and be like, "Hey, guys." They'd be like, "Oh, dude, how old are you?" I'm like, 5. They'd be like, "That's so dope." They would say dope, but they'd say something like, whatever.
That's so rad.
Yeah, it was 2005.
Dude, honestly, like, do you ever just like think of like not being as young as your brother or as old as your brother was, like not young as your brother was when he were like 2005, but I want to be older. I want to be older than he was in 2005. I want to be like the guys that we are right now.
My brother graduated in 2005. 4.
Your brother did?
Yeah. My brother's 30 years old.
My brother's 29 and he graduated in 2007.
Okay, we gotta do some math on this shit.
Something
Did your brother
fucked
get
up.
held back or what? I need to know, like, for real.
I think so.
Oh, okay. Like, not that I'm judging. I don't give a shit. Like,
You know what? Everyone says that. They're like, I know it was 2007. Don't fucking lie to me. I know it was.
I just show you that picture.
He was born
That
in
from the
88.
2000. My brother was born in 87.
Okay, so your brother was all right.
He's probably a year difference.
Maybe
so,
it was
like,
2006,
and then it was 2005 or 2004.
or it's like
something
2006, 2005, 2006.
It's probably like a 1 year. Doesn't matter.
Who cares? But what was the fucking thing?
We were just talking about how being like that age. in
Yeah, imagine
2005.
being our age right now back then, and we would be. Dude, I could just like that would be so weird.
That would be weird. Like Dave Chappelle is still a thing, and like
Dude, that would be so.
G4 was still
This
a thing.
shit. If
Spike TV.
if we knew what we know now back then,
Well, okay, hold
That
on.
shit blows my mind.
Before you say what you were gonna say, we were trying to get ahead on like the YouTube game and stuff. We would try to record videos with our fucking our cassette tape thing. Remember? I broke it. I broke mine at least, the one that my parents had that they got as a gift or something. It was a video recorder with like tapes that I never got to work. And we would always try to record like Halo with it. And I remember I broke it because I glitched out of the map on what is it called? The Ascension. And you know how you would fall and die?
yeah.
I made it on the ground and I was walking around, and so I went to grab the camera because I thought that was the coolest shit in the world. And I went to record it, and then I guess the tape got jammed in there or something, and it broke the camera. But we would try to do that. We had like the digital cameras, the shitty digital cameras that were probably like $20, and we tried to record Halo and stuff. Like if we had the money, if we weren't like, we weren't impoverished when we were little, but we were poor.
They gave us what we needed.
Yeah, they gave us what we needed, and like our parents just happened to save money for like gaming shit because that's what we did.
Yeah.
And like, if we had money, we would be ahead on the YouTube game, 100%.
I mean, like we weren't creative back then. We wanted to like just play the games.
Well, but that would have made it like crazy. Back
I know,
then.
but like imagine if we were 20 and 19 back then when
like if like we were my brother's age or your brother's age back then. Yeah.
We would have been we would be PewDiePie right now.
Pretty
Not
much.
PewDiePie, but like we would have been the
like Rooster Teeth level, like Shane Dawson.
yeah,
level.
like known, like
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
known. We would go to their conferences and shit. That just it sucks, but it's like you can't do anything about it because
Yeah, exactly. And you
It's
don't
like,
beat yourself up
fuck.
over it either.
that's like restarting your whole life, but knowing the shit you know now. Like
yeah.
you. Can
Well, I mean
just, like,
that's like a common thing. Like everybody wishes that. Like if I
no,
knew
that'd
then
be
what
so
I know now.
weird. Just like
But yeah, it is weird to think about. But like, and now we're sitting here in our apartment when we were little and we said we were gonna move in together. We were like, obviously.
I never wanted to
fucking
leave your
around.
house.
I never wanted you to leave.
Sunday was the dread. I
Yeah.
dreaded Sunday because it'd be like
I still hate Sundays.
yeah.
I always hated
Sunday,
Sundays.
Sunday, Sunday.
You got church? Screw church. You gotta go see grandma? Fuck grandma's house.
What's that from?
My friend just said it to me one time.
Oh fuck, that's funny. But like
It stuck with me.
Friday right after school
Bro.
would just bring my shit. I live right next door, so I could go get it. I would bring it over ahead of time because they knew that you guys knew.
Oh yeah, we knew.
Fucking Jason's coming over. What's up?
And we'd make forts in the living room and play RuneScape
Fucking
and watch
Chesterville,
Goosebumps.
bro.
My dog's name was Chester. Rest in peace.
Hey, rest in peace,
Um,
man.
And
Rest
we
in
would make
peace,
something called
Oscar.
Chesterville when we would visit my uncle and aunt in Vacaville. And we would go there, and their living room was like an octagon-ish shape.
It was
like
it was only one entrance.
yeah, it was one entrance, which is the big thing. And we would put my dog in there, and we'd make like a gate
With
and-
your Lego
with my Lego
backpack.
suitcase thing.
Yeah.
And we would use the handle on the suitcase as like a gate because we were all really small. And the dog could get out really easily,
You
but
could
we
just fucking jump
yeah.
over it.
yeah,
But we didn't let him.
Yeah, but we didn't let we didn't let him. We'd make him go in there, and he was like, I don't think he was the king or anything, but we just called it Chesterville for some reason.
Because Chester was always in there.
He was always in there, and
Where did we even come up with the Ville part? Like that was clever.
just because it was a town. I don't know. We were creative back then. See, we could have been big in the YouTube game. But yeah, so we just trap him in there, and I don't know. It's just fun. What else did we do when we were little that we did? We would have the we had these recliners that my uncle gave us a lot of really stupid shit. Like anything that he didn't want, we would get. So we had a hot tub that didn't work. We had these big ass reclining chairs. Did you remember the footrests on them? We'd use those as the entrance, so we had to climb into it, and we'd have the TV underneath the blankets in my room and stuff. And we would have the underneath of my bed cleared out so that we could just lay down and play video games. Play like Halo 1, hang 'em high, shoot each other. That was the shit, dude.
What? My mind is blown. I totally forgot.
Dude, I remembered all of that. Those are the best nights,
What was your
dude.
house?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I remember the first time, remember, like, you came over with Jerry and I had the crayon, actually, I mean, it wouldn't happen because we're not making a video, but, like, I could pull, like, I remember, like, the crayon ceiling fan, it would, the fans itself, like,
yeah, like the blades were
were different crayon colors. It was, like, yellow, blue, red, fucking purple colors. And
red, blue, green, and yellow, I remember.
The light itself was fucking huge, and it was
it was a big ass light.
Yeah, it was.
And you had a bunk bed.
Yeah, I had a bunk. I don't know why I had one. Like, I mean, obviously, because when my brother came over, because he was like in high school and stuff, he would always randomly just show up and when his mom dropped him off and just
I don't
chill
know why
on
you had a bunk bed either. Like
the only thing about like.
That's
I
weird.
mean, friends, but you never. I was my only friend. I mean,
Yeah.
Jag wouldn't count, but like he'd come over sometimes. But
We're saying a lot of people's names.
yeah, find them, bitch.
Please don't.
Yeah, don't find me, please.
Yeah.
Find them. I don't give a fuck, but don't find me. The guy's like, too late. Click.
Too late. DDoS, motherfucker.
While recording it, it's like,
Yeah. While we're recording it. But anyway, so Jerry, he was
oh,
he was
God,
up
he
on the
was
bunk
something
bed.
else. He was so funny
And
though.
He was pretty funny. And we were jumping off your thing, and I was like, I'm not doing it. I never jumped off, dude. Because
I
was
did
just
it.
like,
I did. I was the first one to do it. I showed him,
And I was like, we're gonna get in trouble.
and my sister. All right, so I had a bunk bed, and we took the mattress on the bottom bunk off of it, and next to so we can
On the
jump
floor.
off the top of it.
Yeah.
And jump down and land on the mattress, and the mattress was stuffed. And Jerry was about to, and I remember turning my head, and he's like getting ready, and all I hear is, like he hit his eyeball on the crayon, one of the tip ones, and he's just like
bleeding.
Oh fuck! It was funny.
God.
And then
And then your sister.
and she still has the mark on her arm, dude. So she tried it. She's 2 years older than us, 1 year older than you, because you're older than me by like 5 months.
September.
June, July, August, September. 6 months. 7 months.
Yeah.
Maybe. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Wonders how you can. But
Same age.
yeah. So she's like, I'm not gonna call her fat, but she's bigger. Not bigger than me.
She's an older kid. She's bigger.
Yeah,
than
she's
us.
older. Yeah.
At the time, especially.
Yeah, she would fucking kill me. So she's stupid and thinks she's. How old do you think we were? Like 6, 7?
7, maybe 8.
Okay, so she was like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
What 9 or 10-year-old?
Okay, well we also have to paint the picture. Like there wasn't a lot of room in that bunk bed.
Oh.
It was like 2 feet from the mattress
Yeah, it was.
to the
It was.
ceiling.
You could literally hit
Like
your-
we say jump, but we would like crawl over and fall onto the mattress.
You get a bad dream and you're in high school, you're hitting your head on the ceiling. That's how bad it is. If
Yeah.
I was up there right now, I would hit my head
And
constantly.
so a 10-year-old
Just think of that.
going to jump over.
All right, this is funny because my dad's
You remember
reaction.
this a lot better than
my
I do.
dad yelled
Tell
at
the
me
story.
so much. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, my dad had no chill. My mom was always the barrier, you know.
Yeah, she was a good cop. Your dad is a bad cop.
Oh,
Same as
my dad was a dick cop. He ain't no bad cop.
my mom and dad are the same way.
Yeah,
Rest in
and
peace. I love my dad. He's not dead.
he's not dead. We went over this.
I just like to say rest in peace. Like I just feel bad saying shit about my dad. I like him. He's a good guy.
I don't care.
Anyway.
So my sister goes over. So as Jerry's bleeding out of his eye.
I forgot this was the same night, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was the same night because I remember Marissa wanted to try it, and so it wasn't that much blood, but
Was that close to New Year's or Christmas?
I think it was.
'Cause I
think it was October at the time.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because didn't you only hang out with Jerry during school?
Yeah, no, he came over sometimes. Those are my friends that kind of came over. He didn't come over like a lot, but like
I know sometimes you came over here.
yeah.
But
Actually, he did
my
come
sister
over.
jumps over jumps. My sister
tries to jump.
Shimmies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she actually jumped to hit it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, she smacks the
She
thing.
hits her fucking arm on the bulb.
On like it broke the bulb, and we're just sitting like, oh fuck, she's dead.
She's screaming, and there's a fucking like glass shard sticking out of her arm.
In her arm, like in her above her elbow.
It's probably 2 by 2 inches.
Oh, it was fucking deep. It's still on it. Like,
huge.
I have one from like I cut a
I see that
fence,
right there.
and but like oh god, it was bad. It was like on her arm too. It was like up here, and she just fucking.
Ugh.
And then oh fuck, dude, that was horrible.
That was crazy shit.
It was bad. It was bad. All right.
Do you remember Jeff?
Who?
Jeff, our neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was cool. He's an okay guy.
Remember we rode on his Jeep?
That was fucking hilarious.
We were like all
awesome.
both. We were me, you. I think Marissa was there.
I had never been in a convertible car.
I know.
I know.
Jordan Jeep. That was before Jordan. It was during the summer too.
Yeah.
And we like he had a convertible. He
didn't have a convertible. It was a Jeep that it was one of like the open door.
It was like my
Safari
dad's.
type
It was like my dad's.
Yeah.
Like you can take the top wasn't off, but he took his off.
Yeah.
And so that was the first time like I've ever been in a convertible too. So.
Same. Yeah. And so we were just driving. We were having the best time. We had our hands out and shit.
Dope
That was
as
so
fuck.
cool.
Ah, God, it's so awesome.
Yeah, that was
being
cool.
a
And
kid.
I don't know what Jeff does, but he made some money. And so they had a nice ass pool in the back. They made it themselves.
It was
like
underground.
12 feet deep.
Yeah, it was built into the ground.
Yeah, built into the ground. It was like 12 feet deep. It was custom and everything. And like I had like a slide and like a high dive and shit.
And they just let us come over.
I know, that was crazy.
Jeff and Geraldine loved us.
Yeah,
Me, you, and
loved
Marissa.
us, yeah. And then him and my dad got into a whole thing because of like the dogs, and my dad's a grumpy old man, and he's a grumpy old man.
Your dad yelled at my dad for the dogs, but rest in peace, Oscar.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Chester.
That was a while ago.
My dog Chester looked like a fucking pickle by the time he was done, because like he kind of, my grandma kind of fed him a lot, so he got like the sausagey shape. He was a Manchester Terrier toy, so he was small.
He looked like a Chihuahua though.
Kinda. No, he looked like a Great Dane if it was tiny and like not skinny as fuck. Because my grandma fed him a lot, so he got kind of round, and when he got old, he got little fatty tumors. So they were just lumps all over him, and he looked like a fucking pickle. I love that guy, dude. Such a good dog.
Oscar just had a gray beard.
Yeah, he had like little Fu Manchu and big ass balls. That's all I remember.
Dude, my dad was always like meant to like take him to the vet and get him like cut off.
Yeah.
Never did. So,
big ass balls,
dude,
bro.
big ass, dude. He was never going ballless.
Yeah, for real.
He was
like you couldn't cut those off.
Dude,
with
any of my friends
was
was like, "Why does your dog have balls?" I'm like,
no, because I never knew. Like Chester never had balls. I was like, "Oh, do dogs just not have balls?" Yeah, I didn't know.
Jesus Christ! Oh my
I didn't
god!
know. Oh man, that's good shit, dude. That was a pretty good fucking conversation. Is that about time to wrap it up?
I mean, it's been an hour and 11 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll go to 15. Fuck me, dude. Like that was just such good times. Like just reminiscing about this. Like I love it.
Memories.
And we used to play. What else did we play? We played Fusion Frenzy a lot. That was awesome. That was like Mario Party.
RuneScape
Mario.
too.
RuneScape for sure, dude. I was watching. Oh, sorry.
Jordan just like randomly. I don't know who told who, but
You showed me. I remember that.
All right, so I rode a bus, and I rode it with. I went to a school, kindergarten through 8th grade, like Taylor.
Same with me, yeah. Separate schools, but both K through 8.
Yeah, and we would be K through 8 to ride the bus, and I was like 3rd grade. I remember being 3rd grade, and one of the 8th graders or 7th graders told me about this game, and I'm pretty sure I know I spelled it wrong the first time. He's like, I guess I thought he said Maroonscape. But it was RuneScape.
Yeah.
And I put Maroon ROON.
Yeah.
Scape SKAPE.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? What? And then
Dude,
the next day he told me the real name, and I'm like, oh okay. And then I guess I told you, and then I stopped talking about it, and then randomly Jordan's playing it.
And then you brought it up to me.
He's good at that game, and he's a fucking.
I sucked ass at that game all
bitches.
the time. Like I was really bad, but like
we
were the coolest because we had Mortal Kombat names. Like his name was Aragon 815. I remember.
No, it was Eldest.
Eldest 815, and then it was Aragon after that.
And yours was Reptile 868, and mine
868.
was Elder God 118.
Yeah,
The,
that's so cool.
the numbers.
Yep. Because so I had 868. I don't remember why, but I had Reptile because he was the green ninja, and I thought that was cool. Red's my favorite color, but that was before we knew about Ermac. And we used to play Mortal Kombat a fuck ton when we were young.
Again,
that was
5-year-olds.
That was what I spent my allowance on. We have an NES and an SNES.
Remember the...
That's how we got started on it. We had the plug and play Mortal Kombat 1. I got that. We would only play that one player. We never got to play that against each other. Yeah. Once I found out there were more Mortal Kombats, I shit myself as a kid. That's what I saved up for. And the video exchange place, it's called the video exchange. It's like a pawn shop for video games, pretty much. And they are not cheap over there. Like,
no,
they're fucking expensive as fuck. So I would save up for weeks to get new Mortal Kombat games. I got Mortal Kombat 2. I think we already had Mortal Kombat 3, but I got Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which has all the characters. And then we got...
It's like the deluxe version.
Yeah. It's like there's Mortal Kombat 3, which is the standard home entertainment. There was the arcade one, and then there was Ultimate, which Ultimate had like fucking like 25 characters or some shit, which is crazy. And we would play the shit out of those so much, but we played the plug and play one. We got so excited about it. My parents told me there was more Mortal Kombat, so we played Mortal Kombat 3. And then my brother told me that there was like cheat codes and shit, so you can make like Smoke into a ninja instead of like the cyborg and shit. And so I would go to the video exchange every time I had enough money. I would save up $30 fucking for an SNES game but we played the shit out of them. I had Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2. We didn't play that one a lot. We played Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I had Mortal Kombat 4, but we never really played that either because I only had one N64 controller. The other one broke. And I had Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which is all three of the games. You get all the characters. It's fucking crazy as fuck. And then we got... I had Mythology Sub-Zero. I'm just going to list off all my Mortal Kombat games for all you guys that are like, oh, this guy doesn't know Mortal Kombat. I know Mortal Kombat.
Everybody who has XL now, like, oh my god, I missed Mortal Kombat. I've always played it, and then only had one Mortal Kombat. Like,
Yeah,
the fucking
not that I really give a shit, but like
9 and 10.
I liked Mortal Kombat. That's all I'm trying to say. And then we got Deadly Alliance. That's where the shit fucking started. That shit was awesome. We played that on the GameCube. You could play as like Reptile and shit. There was a bunch of characters. We never really unlocked them because we weren't good at the Conquest mode, which is how you unlock the credits. We were really bad at that game. And then we got Deception and Armageddon, and I think this last one we played together, right?
Yeah.
Because I was the character creator. Yeah.
The one game I remember was...
Are you going to say War Gods?
No.
Shit. I'm done. Played that too.
Had it on my mind. Totally fucked it. Where is it at?
While you're thinking about that, I don't know if any of you guys listening have ever played a game called War Gods. Badass as fuck. It's basically different mythological creatures, mythological gods. So there's like Tak and Anubis, and I'm pretty sure you could play as Ares and shit. That game was fucking awesome. I never owned it, but like I see it at the video exchange when I hop in there from time to time. I want to get that shit. I'm gonna get it, and we're gonna play it, and we're gonna make a video out of it.
I honestly,
swear to God.
I don't remember the game that I was gonna say.
What was it like?
I don't remember.
You remember Far Cry? Instincts Predator?
Yeah,
We used to play the shit out of that map editor. We'd go online and do like the puzzle maps. So fucking good. I love that shit, bro. And
reminiscing.
yeah, that was a pretty good show, though. I think, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, I think so too. Good pilot.
Yeah. All right, put your what's your people gonna find you at?
They can find me on YouTube at Grimwaker. That's Grim with 2 M's. Waker as in waking up. So it's GRIMMWAKER. In addition to that, if you'd like to find me on Instagram, that's Taylor MFD, TAYLOR MFD. And that's pretty much all I go on. I have a Twitter as well, but if you want to hop onto there, it's in San Francisco, no spaces.
All right, and it's just Jason or Papa Duke on Twitter, Instagram, and to find me on YouTube, it's iReductive. Just type in that; it's the first thing that pops up. So, with that being said, did we ever FightingTide Podcast, isn't it? Or Fighting Tidecast?
I think we said it was going to be the Fighting Tide podcast.
I like
called
Fighting
the Tidecast.
Tidecast. Fighting Tidecast.
Okay, whatever. Tidecast, Fighting Tidecast. We'll figure it out.
All right, well.
But that was that. So, Jason, with that, I think it's time we bid our fair listeners adieu.
I think I want to upload it like every week.
Okay.
We need to just sit down and do it.
Yeah, okay.
Just fucking force ourselves. Anyways, yeah. Hit him with the music. Dude. What the fuck, you Grillo? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna just eat that. All right. See you guys later.